If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get alerts when we introduce new videos.
Welcome to the demonstration series for the RUCKUS Analytics Cloud Service for Network Intelligence and Service Assurance. The videos in this series will describe the various views, services, and capabilities of the RUCKUS Analytics platform. In this video, I'll describe the data presented in the Client Health Report dashboard. Let's get started. Here I am, logged into RUCKUS Analytics. You access the Client Health Report dashboard by navigating to and expanding Report on the left side pane. Then click on the Client Health link. This will open the Client Health Report dashboard. The Client Health Report calculates and displays the Client Health Score to quickly assess the health of client connections. The score is determined by the following metrics: Received Signal Strength Indicator, or RSSI, Signal-to-Noise Ratio, or SNR, Throughput, and Modulation and Encoding Scheme, or MCS index values for transmission. So let's start at the top of the page. As with most reports, there's a time selection field which allows you to determine the time span of the data represented in the report. And next to that is the filter selection field that allows you to select which devices to include in the report. These fields are covered in detail in a separate presentation of this video series. Now let's look at the various tiles available in the report. The top is the header tile. It shows a summary of client health data for the selected time by displaying the total clients that have been assigned a client score, and the status of these clients based on their RF health. Each client's RF health is assigned a status, which is color-coded. Then the total number of clients with each RF health status is displayed. The green box shows the number of clients with a good RF health. The yellow box shows the number of clients with average RF health. And the red box displays the number of clients with poor RF health. Now below that is the Client Connection Health tile. This chart displays the client health score against a specific time range. The time range displayed is dependent on the time span selected in the time selection filter at the top of the page. So if you've selected a time span of a few days, as we have, each bar in the graph will represent 6 hours. If you select something like the last 24 hours, each bar will represent an hour. The time span of each bar is displayed below it. This graph can also be displayed in two different ways. When displayed by count, represented by the pound sign, you see the total number of clients with each health score of good, average, and poor. Displaying by percentage, by selecting the percentage button, the percentage of clients of each status, always totaling 100%, is displayed. Passing your mouse over any bar displays the details about the data represented. Additionally, you can toggle which statuses to display in the graph by clicking on the colored boxes. So if you only want to see clients with a poor status, you can select the good and average status boxes to deselect them. Next up, we have the Health by Group tile. This chart displays the impact of RF health across a selected group hierarchy, which helps identify top performing and worst performing clients in the network. Using the group hierarchy dropdown, you can populate the graph based on individual systems, or on individual domains, or on individual zones, or on individual AP groups. As with the previous graph, you can use the pound sign or the percent button to display total counts or percentages in the graph. Additionally, you can use the ascending or descending buttons to sort the data based on the highest total or percentage of good clients or highest total or percentage of poor clients, respectively. And again, you can toggle which statuses to display in the graph by clicking on the colored boxes. Last are the Client Metric Trends graphs. They show the raw metrics that are used to compute the client health score. These tables provide the raw metrics for client signal-to-noise ratio, client received signal strength, as well as client throughput and transmit client MCS. These graphs are plotted over a range of time that can be modified with the drop-down on the right. The selection may include minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, or longer, depending on the date range selected in the time selection filter at the top of the page. The data for each metric, SNR, RSSI, client throughput, and transmit client MCS, are displayed in individual graphs, and passing your mouse pointer over one of them will display minimum, maximum, and average for that metric, at that time. By default, the metric for all clients are displayed, but this can be modified with the Client Filter dropdown. Here you can select which clients to display data for. You choose which clients by clicking on each of them individually. There's no need to press the Control key to select multiple items. A checkbox will display next to each selected client. This setting impacts all graphs in this tile. As with most reports in RUCKUS Analytics, this report can be exported to a comma-separated value CSV file or to a PDF. Selecting the CSV option contains all the raw data that populates each of the tables, graphs, and data points combined in a single zip file. The PDF export output looks very similar to the screen you're viewing now, with each of the current tiles, graphs, and tables displayed in the same graphical format. So this completes this presentation describing the RUCKUS Analytics Client Health Report dashboard. I hope you found this information useful and hope you return for more of the presentations in this RUCKUS Analytics series. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation.